Neighborhood Boilerman, Boilerman of the neighborhood. We have a great episode this session. Alright, we're going to call that Water Heater Maintenance Anode Rod Edition. Alright, Water Heater Maintenance Anode Rod Edition. A residential water heater more than likely has an accessory called an anode rod. Alright, well, what is an anode rod and what does that anode rod do? I'll tell you. Alright, an anode rod is basically a long metal stick. That's all. An anode rod is just a long metal stick. Alright, and what does that stick do? Well, that stick acts like a magnet. Alright, that long metal stick, it just acts like a magnet inside your water heater. That's it. Alright, in its simplest form. Why does your water heater need an anode rod, and how does that magnet affect your water heater? Well, I'll tell you. As new water travels into your house, it more than likely did not come alone, right? That water entering your home, entering your water heater, it more than likely picked up a few particles, a little bit of dirt, and some unwanted minerals along the way. So now the anode rod, this long metal stick, it's going to act like a magnet inside your water heater, and it's going to attract all those unwanted particles from within your water heater onto the anode rod, right? So now, instead of all those particles floating around your water heater, clinging to the metal, to the walls of your heater, causing corrosion and all kinds of other problems, those metals are contained in the middle of the heater, clinging to that long metal stick that's called an anode rod, right? And now it's keeping your water a lot cleaner for your laundry, for your shower, and for the health of your water heater overall. So what happens over the years, that anode rod starts to get overwhelmed, okay? It's been collecting dirt, it's been collecting particles for 3 to 5 years, and now it's overwhelmed, okay? It can no longer fit any more unwanted minerals onto the anode rod. Now, when you take an old anode rod out, a lot of times the plumber will notice the rod is completely corroded. Sometimes it even breaks off before you can even get it out because all of the unwanted particles have ate away at the rod over the years. Now, I recommend replacing these anode rod every 3 to 5 years, okay? And you definitely want to have a professional change those rods. This is definitely not something you want to try yourself if you're not a professional or a plumber or a licensed contractor, a handyman of some sort, all right? These metal rods, they don't just pop out and pop in, okay? You risk a lot of damage. Remember, a lot of these water heaters, they have gas lines, they have electrical lines attached to them, and you don't need any unwanted shifts and movements, snapping something that's very vital and important in your home that could cause a lot of problems, even death and harm to you or whoever's in your home and stuff like that. So I definitely recommend calling a professional to do this. Alright, so that's all out of me in this episode of Water Heater Maintenance Anode Rod Edition. I'm your neighborhood Boilerman, and I'm signing off.